Right, so let's take a look at how some of our Super Eagles players performed this past weekend. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. First, we're going to start with Kelechi Iheanacho and Leicester City taking on Leeds. Kelechi came into the game in the 85th minute mark. Match ended 2-0 in favor of Leicester City. He had 3 touches of the ball, completed 1 out of 2 passes, and that was just about it for Kelechi Iheanacho. In my opinion, I feel like his time at Leicester City is just about done. I don't feel like there's any hope for him getting consistent playing time. And for me, it all comes down to politics. Because think about it, if Ronaldo has been treated as well as Jamie Vardy has been treated at Leicester City, the man would be happy right now. They give Jamie Vardy tons of opportunities. The man has been missing chances, but they still play him in games till he scores. And that's what's going on in Leicester City. You got a player like James Maddison that they're trying to get into the English squad, and they're not going to let Kelechi Iheanacho spoil that. Come in there, start scoring goals. That's just basically it. It's all politics. Next up, Joe Aribo and Southampton taking on the Arsenal Gunners. Match ended 1-1. Joe Aribo played 73 minutes in the game. He had 28 touches of the ball, completed 9 out of 13 passes for 69%. He took 2 shots, which one was on target and the other was blocked. Completed 1 dribble out of the 1 he attempted, won 1 aerial out of 4, 2 tackles out of the 2 he went for, and also took a corner in the game. I don't understand that one. Joe Aribo's pretty big to be taking a corner, but either way, he did take a corner. Pretty nice performance for Joe Aribo. 1-1 the score, ended a big result for Southampton. Hopefully they keep on moving from there. Next up, Frank the Tank Onyeka played 60 minutes against Chelsea. Match ended in a goalless draw. He had 29 touches of the ball, completed 14 passes out of the 18 he attempted for 78%. 1 dribble completed out of 1 attempted, 2 tackles out of 3, and that was a pretty good appearance for Frank Onyeka. Hopefully he keeps on getting starts for Brentford. Next up, that boy Taiwo Awoniyi, 64 minutes against Liverpool. Match ended 1-0, and Taiwo was the reason for the season. 23 touches of the ball, completed 7 out of 8 passes for 88%. Took 1 shot, and that shot was on target, went into the back of the net. 3 key passes made in the game, 1 out of 2 aerials won, and also 1 tackle completed from the 1 he attempted. A great performance by Taiwo Awoniyi against Liverpool, the club that took him to Europe but never used him. I love the stat that was going around. They said he had more goals against Liverpool than he had appearances for him. And I felt like it was a bogus move for Liverpool. Even when he showed that he was capable of making their team, they never gave him an opportunity. So I totally love that goal he scored. Congratulations to him on that. And hopefully every time he plays Liverpool, he shows them why they should have kept him. Moving on, and last but not least, Big 17, Alex Iwobi, best midfielder in the EPL right now. Okay, De Bruyne is not looking happy about that statement, but Alex Iwobi definitely one of the best in the EPL. 90 minutes played for Everton against Crystal Palace. Match ended 3-0 for Alex Iwobi and Everton. 53 touches of the ball, 32 passes completed out of the 37 he attempted, and that was for 86%. Made 3 key passes in the game, and 2 of those were assists. Beautiful assists, by the way. Took 1 shot which was off target, and also completed 2 tackles out of the 2 he went for. So moving on to the Italian top flight, and we're going to start with Ola Aina and Torino taking on Udinese. Ola Aina played 90 minutes in that match. It ended 2-1 in favor of Torino. He had 57 touches of the ball, completed 25 out of 33 passes for 76%. He took 1 shot which ended up in the back of the net, the lower left corner. A fine finish, looked like a striker on that one, to be honest. 2 dribbles completed out of the 4 he attempted, 1 aerial 1 out of the 1 he went for, 4 tackles out of 4, 5 clearances, and 2 interceptions. Definitely a man of the match performance by Ola Aina against Udinese. Also in that match was Isaac Success, the striker. He played 65 minutes for Udinese against Torino. He had 39 touches of the ball, completed 14 out of 22 passes for 64%. 2 key passes made in the game. One was a beautiful flick to Gerard Delafour, and that almost ended up in a goal. 1 shot taken, but that shot was off target. Really was a header, a rebounded header, and he just heads it wide. Really had no right scoring from there anyway, so really I don't count that too much. 1 area out of 3, and that was it for Isaac Success. No goals yet this season for Isaac, but if you watch him play, you will really see why the coach keeps on playing him, because he really helps out the team, holding up the ball, playing with his teammates, the flicks, the tricks. He does a lot of work for the team, and I feel like if he just keeps on getting consistent playing time, those goals will come. And he also has to be a little bit more selfish, take some shots on. But I do feel like if he keeps on playing, keeps on doing what he's doing, because he's playing good, the goals just gonna come sooner or later, in my opinion. Moving on to Super Eagles winger Ademola Lookman and Atalanta taking on Lazio. He played 71 minutes in the match, which ended 2-0 in favor of Lazio. He had 24 touches of the ball, completed 9 out of 12 passes for 75%. 2 dribbles out of the 3 he attempted, 1 clearance, and he also took a corner in the game. Ademola Lookman, 4 goals and 1 assist in 11 appearances so far in the Serie A. His team came into the match at 2nd position on the log, and so far so good. It definitely has been a good move for Ademola Lookman regardless of the result. Next, we have my excuse for not doing this video yesterday. Cyril Dessers had a match yesterday, so I was like, yo, let's just wait for Cyril Dessers, and that's what we did. He played with Cremonese against Sampdoria. Played 65 minutes in the match. The match ended 1-0 in favor of Sampdoria. He had 15 touches of the ball, completed 5 out of 8 passes for 63%. 1 key pass made, 2 shots taken, 1 off target and the other was on target. The one which was on target was actually a penalty miss. Also in the game and on the Cremonese side was David Okereke, the forward for the team. Played 90 minutes in the game against Sampdoria, had 48 touches of the ball, completed 17 out of 22 passes for 77%, made 1 key pass in the game, took 4 shots and all 4 were off target, completed 2 dribbles out of 5, won 2 aerials out of 3, 2 tackles out of 3, and also 2 clearances in the game. And he also won the penalty that Cyril Dessers missed. Up next is Super Eagles undisputed number 1 striker Victor Osimhen, 90 minutes for Napoli against Roma. The match ended 1-0 in favor of Napoli. Victor had 34 touches of the ball, completed 11 passes out of 16 for 69%, 1 key pass in the game which was put on the plate for his teammate to score, 3 shots taken, 2 on target and 1 was off. 1 of the on target ended up being the goal, the match winning goal for Napoli. A beautiful first time ball sent in by Matteo Politano. Victor made a beautiful run, got to the ball first and smacked it past the goalkeeper from an almost impossible angle, and that gave his team the 1-0 win. He also had 1 aerial 1 out of the 5 he went for and 3 clearances in the game. So Victor Osimhen definitely back to his best, his first 90 minutes played since his injury return, and also his 3rd goal in a row since then. Now, first of all, I feel Napoli this season has just been outstanding. Even minus Victor Osimhen, they've been looking really good. In my opinion, they have a chance to win not only the Serie A, but also the Champions League. They are that good. If they stay healthy, Victor Osimhen especially, if he remains healthy, I believe this team will go far in the Champions League. I don't see any team scaring this team out of the way because they have a quality side. I'm talking about super quality. When you talk about Faratellia, one of the biggest signings in Europe this season. I mean, they got this boy for peanuts, and he's one of the best wingers in the world right now. Now, when it comes to Victor Osimhen, I don't really think I have enough words to say about the young man. The man is just outstanding. He's a modern day Superman. The man just doesn't have a cape, that's all, because he does everything for his team at a high level. He's always working hard. He has the great character. He has good leadership characteristics. He's always for the team. And I feel like this is a young man that if you have a young child that wants to play football, that wants to learn football, you just put on a tape of Victor Osimhen and let him do the job, and they're going to be turning into a great football player, because if they can learn from that young man, they're going to pick up a whole bunch of good qualities. I mean, you might have to tell him to look away when he starts arguing, but apart from that, this young man is the special young man. If God just allows this man to stay healthy, I'm telling you, he's going to be one of the greatest football players in the history of this game, because he has everything. He has the mentality, the most important thing. And what people don't really talk about is that he's a good footballer. It's not just about the running. It's not just about his character. He's really a good footballer. He really can play football. And that's what people really don't talk about. They talk about the athletic ability and everything else, but he's really a good footballer. And I feel like if he keeps on going, if he stays healthy, the sky's the limit for this young man, and I pray that he does stay healthy, because I'm here for it. I hope I get to see it. I hope I stay alive, because this young man is going to be special in the future. Moving on to the French top flight, and we're going to start with Super Eagles winger Moses Simon playing 73 minutes for his club Nantes against Nice. The match ended 1-1, and he had 40 touches of the ball, completed 14 out of 19 passes for 74%, had 2 key passes in the game, and one of which was for a good assist in the game. He took 1 shot which was off target, had 3 tackles completed out of the 3 he attempted, and also took a corner in the game. Next up, we have Innocent Bonke, midfielder, played 62 minutes for his club Lorient against Troyes. He had 52 touches of the ball, completed 41 out of 42 passes for 98%, 2 key passes made in the game, took 1 shot which was off target, 3 tackles completed out of 4, 1 clearance, and 3 interceptions in the game. And that was a pretty good appearance for Innocent Bonke in that match. And we move to the La Liga, the Spanish top flight. Super Eagles winger Samuel Chukwueze and Villarreal took on Almeria. He played 62 minutes in that match, and it ended 2-1 in favor of Villarreal. He had 22 touches of the ball, completed 9 passes out of 13 for 69%. He took 2 shots, which one was on target and the other was off. He won 1 aerial out of the 1 he attempted and 2 tackles out of 2. Another interesting thing that came out this match was a player getting a second yellow card for having his shirt over his head. He didn't take it off, but he put it over his head to show the other shirt that he had on. And basically it was a message to the vice president who had left the club, but the referee wasn't being sentimental. He gave him a second yellow card for that situation, and he was sent out of the game. And basically we gotta know this, you can't have your shirt over your head now. Honestly seems like the most silly rule there is in football, but you have to know that you can't do it. Now moving on to the German top flight, the Bundesliga, Super Eagles winger Chidorai Juke played 45 minutes for his club Hertha Berlin against Schalke. The match ended 1-1. Chidorai had 25 touches of the ball, completed 12 passes out of the 15 he attempted for 80%, 1 dribble completed out of 4, 1 tackle out of 1, and 1 interception in the game. And that was that for Chidorai Juke against Schalke. Seems like he has suffered a little drop in form, was on fire just a few weeks ago. He had 3 assists in 3 matches in a row, but now it seems like he has had a little drop in form. Hopefully he bounces back from that. Also in the Bundesliga, Super Eagles defender Kevin Akpoguma played 90 minutes for his club Hoffenheim against Bayern. Match ended 2-0 in favor of Bayern Munich, and he had 51 touches of the ball, completed 24 out of 34 passes for 71%, 1 dribble out of 1 attempted, 3 aerials out of the 6 he went for, 7 tackles out of 7. That's really serious right there. And also 1 corner kick taken. A real nice performance by Kevin Akpoguma against a top team like Bayern. Although his team lost, he definitely gave a good account of himself. Next, we move to the Dutch First Division, the Eredivisie, and Super Eagles central defender / left back Calvin Bassey played 90 minutes for Ajax against RKC Waalwijk. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. Waalwijk, it sounds like. The match ended 4-1 in favor of Ajax. Calvin Bassey started the match as a left back, had 78 touches of the ball, completed 51 out of 60 passes for 85%, 1 key pass in the game, 1 out of 2 aerials, 4 out of 4 tackles, and 1 clearance in the game. A good performance by Calvin Bassey. Next, we move to Portugal, the Portuguese top flight, and Zaidu Sanusi, Super Eagles left back, played 78 minutes for Porto against Benfica. Match ended 1-0 in favor of Benfica. Sanusi had 38 touches of the ball, completed 11 passes out of the 16 he attempted, and that was for 69%. 1 key pass made in the game, 1 out of 1 aerial, and also 1 clearance in the game. And next we have Godwin Xavier, 90 minutes for Casapia against Sporting Lisbon. Match ended 3-1 in favor of Sporting. Xavier had 25 touches of the ball, completed 10 passes out of 11, and that was for 91%. 3 key passes made in the game, and 1 of which was for an assist. 2 shots taken, 1 on target and 1 off. 2 dribbles out of 2, and also got a yellow card out of his 3 committed fouls in the game. Next, we move to Belgium in the first division, and we start with Raphael Onyedika, the midfielder, playing 90 minutes for Club Brugge against Union Saint-Gilloise. Match ended 2-2, and Raphael had 95 touches of the ball, completed 81 out of 86 passes for 94%, took 1 shot, but that shot was blocked. 3 tackles out of 3, 1 interception, and that's a big time performance for Raphael Onyedika. Really has been putting up big time performance after big time performance ever since he made it into Belgium, and hopefully he keeps on going from here. Next, we have Super Eagles striker Paul Onuachu and Genk taking on Royal Antwerp. He played 85 minutes in that match. Match ended 3-1 in favor of Genk. He had 30 touches of the ball, completed 7 out of 11 passes, 3 shots taken, 2 were on target, and those 2 were goals. 1 also was off target. 3 aerial balls, 1 out of 7, and 1 clearance in the game. It took a little bit of time, but it definitely seems like Paul Onuachu is back to his best in the Belgian First Division, and hopefully he can get that move away from there. It seems like he was saying they were asking for a little bit too much money when the move was available. Now on Genk's side, they're looking at it as this guy won the biggest award in Belgium. He's the top scorer in Belgium for the past few seasons, and it would be really hard for them just to let him go for peanuts. But on Onuachu's side, he is like, look, I'm 28 years old. I've done a lot for this club. Y'all should just let me go for a good price. Also in the game, but on the other side of the ball, was Alassane Youssouf. The midfielder played 90 minutes for Royal Antwerp. He had 77 touches of the ball, completed 46 out of 54 passes for 85%, 1 key pass made in the game, 2 dribbles out of the 4 he attempted, 1 out of 1 aerial, 6 out of 6 tackles, and 3 interceptions in the game. A big time performance once again for Alassane Youssouf. Had to call up when the Super Eagles last had the international break. Don't know what really happened, why he didn't show up. None really came out about why he didn't show up, but hopefully he gets another chance and he comes out and proves himself. Moving on, and this time in the English Championship, William Troost-Ekong played 90 minutes for his club Watford against Luton Town. The match ended 4-0 in favor of Watford. Troost-Ekong had 49 touches of the ball, completed 31 out of 40 passes for 78%, had 1 shot on target, which was a goal, the easiest tap in of his life to be honest. 4 aerials out of 7 attempted, 3 clearances, and 2 interceptions. Now, this is 4 straight 90 minutes for Truce Ekong at Watford. It definitely seems like he has fought his way back into the starting lineup. As you may or may not know, he was basically frozen out ever since the AFCON, and finally this season he gets his chance and he has seemed to have taken it. Next, we move to the Turkish Super League, where Henry Onyekuru and his club Adana Demirspor played against Konyaspor. He played 83 minutes in that match. The match ended 1-1. Henry had 22 touches of the ball, completed 9 out of 12 passes for 75%, made 2 key passes in the game, 1 dribble completed out of 1, and also 1 tackle out of 1, and that was about it. And in Greece, you had Ogenekara Etebo playing 90 minutes for his club Aris Thessaloniki against Panathinaikos, and that match ended 1-0 in favor of Panathinaikos, and Etebo also had a yellow card handed to him. Then you have Francis Uzoho in Cyprus, and he played 90 minutes for his club Omonia Nicosia. They played against Paphos. The match ended 3-0 in favor of Paphos. That means Uzoho conceded 3 goals in that game. Also, we have in Croatia, Chidoze Awazim playing 90 minutes against Dinamo Zagreb. The match ended 1-1, and Chidoze picked up a yellow card in the game. So that was how some of our Super Eagles players performed for their club sides over the weekend. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.